tests being performed are basic tests expected from a knife and are performed in a controlled environment. Performance, opinions, and use may vary. Remember safety when dealing with knives. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're going to be doing something that's really different from my channel. It's different, but then again it's not. Hey. So doing some knife reviews. There's going to be two videos that are going to be very, very similar back to back, and it'll be but they're two separate videos. So if you're watching two of them and they look the same, that's why. So I need to get that done and out of the way now. So this little bit's probably going to be on both videos. So we are going to be processing an old deer here that I just shot earlier today. And this guy is an old 13 pointer. He's got a couple of little hooks sticking off there. He's got a extra one here compared to the other side. And he's got a little hook over there as well. Little pointer. So, I'm going to be running back and forth between the two. And this is the set that I'm going to be working with for now. This video is for this set. Now this is the old timer field set to be able to field process. And it has the gut hook here, and it has your regular field knife there. We're going to be working on here. I'm gonna go ahead and start skinning it and
gutting it.
Well, not gutting it. I'm doing it a little bit differently. But we're going to be going and skinning it out, and then start processing from there. And I'm going to be doing half of the deer with this set and then the other half with the other set. So we're going to go ahead and get on started here. All right, so need to get his legs separated here. I'm not going to be hanging them up because I want to leave as much of this stuff on here as I can, because that way I can go ahead and go and dispose of this stuff. All right, so go ahead and get it started down here. Go ahead and get a starting point.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm not far enough in.
Are you okay?
I'm just messing with you, Dad.
Nope.
Didn't cut in far enough.
There we go.
Can I see? Can I really see? Yoinks. Hey, poor guy.
Oh man. There we go.
Where's
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
You're cutting off. That's so weird. Daddy?
There we go. So the trick I'm finding out, you need to have this pretty much straight to it. Straight to the body.
Whoa.
Alright, so we are having a little bit of difficulties with this. Sorry for the exposure here. But we've been fighting this a little bit. Especially on these legs. It's kind of troublesome. But I've actually been having to use the other knife that came with it to go ahead and cut this. But I don't know what the deal is exactly here. It may be operator error. I don't know, but it is sharp. It's still sharp and all, but I don't know why it's not wanting to do these legs real well, but it seemed to do the main run real well, but it's just not wanting to do these legs real well.
Well, there it went.
Yeah. Okay, so that's about because of the deal. But this I've been using it already to do these two upper legs, and it seems to be doing pretty well. And it is, I found out a little bit ago, it is pretty daggum sharp. So I gotta stay away from that gland.
Because you'll be sleeping on the couch.
Oh, did you get on camera?
I think so.
Oh man, my freaking fingers cramped up.
Oh, Lordy, I thought you cut yourself.
Oh yeah. Wow, my pointer finger cramped up.
All I saw was your knife by your finger, and I thought you just snipped the crap out of it.
So, there it goes again. Okay, so, but yeah, it seems to be doing pretty well. So far for cutting the hide. Dadgummit. So I gotta get a little bit of fluids in me. So here in a bit I'll go ahead and start getting the hide rolled over. All right, so I got everything cut out and ready to start laying the hide over. So I gotta follow that.
At least try. That looks like fun.
I should have done the air compressor trick. The air compressor trick.
What is that?
Pop a little hole, possibly the hole you shot it in, and use the air compressor and blow the hide out, and blow it into the hide through the hole, and it'll expand the hide. Yes, it's fine.
Do you want me to keep recording your stuff up for a while?
Yeah, hold on. Alright, so it seems to be doing fairly okay, which is expected for this type of deal, because you can have a dull knife and be able to do this. So whenever we actually start pulling the meat and everything, it's we'll try it out again then and see how it works there. All right, so the old timer, we're going to go ahead and cut this quarter off, and so far it's been holding up.
Sure, it's not a quarter peanut.
I've actually been using the Schrade while Ashley's been using this one, the Schrade Golden Spike, and that thing's coming in clutch. So Ashley's been using this one, and it's been holding up fairly well. So
and didn't do a half bad job.
So on to the quarter panel here. Quarter panel, for crying out loud. The quarter. Here, we can just open on this side. This across here.
Wouldn't YouTube deem this bad for their page?
Whoa.
I want to put an advisory, a heads up, more or less.
So they can't flag you?
Well, less likely to. This is not going to make it to TikTok.
You think?
What? Oh, no. Oh, no, that's right. Okay. Come on. Thought I got into the back strap. Might have a little bit. Alright, so that's going holding up so far. I want to go ahead and move on to, I want to go ahead and peel some more of this belly meat off. I'm wanting some jerky, so then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the back strap, but I'll only record the back strap, so we'll go from there. Alright, so got the old timer here. We're gonna go ahead and cut this up into chunks and see how well it performs. I haven't yet sharpened this one, so far it's been doing good. Take that as you will. But it is somewhat struggling to cut at this point. After last night, this is the next day. So, like I said, it is struggling a little bit. I did use this quite a bit last night. So, take it as you will.
Too bad we don't got a dog.
Yeah. Our old Jet still alive. We just toss him to the scraps. Okay, so it's not bad, but it is starting to lose its edge a little bit. I can actually kind of feel it. It is starting to lose its edge after all that work last night, but it is doing good. So, but it is kind of expected with being a field knife. You do need to, with the abuse it's usually put through, you need to sharpen it up every once in a while. Alright, so the old timer, I'm going to go ahead and cut up a little bit of this. Go ahead and make a few steaks out of this. And see how it works out. I did wind up running this against the steel. And man, is it working a lot better. I know it's going to be square steaks.
Still food.
Yeah. And we'll go ahead and see. Once I hit with the steel, it's doing a lot better. Later on, I'll run it with the stones, wet stones. But I mean, I think this thing's a pretty goddamn good knife overall. I mean, it's been performing very well. I've been very happy with it. It's actually been my primary knife so far, one of my primary knives for this so far, with this deer. So, I've been very happy, very pleased with this set. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more here. Heck, this would almost do up on its own. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a couple of steaks. Just go ahead and cut it in half here. Alright. So, yeah, like I said, I've been very pleased with this so far. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this into some patties here. Not patties, steaks. I know it's probably not what most people do with this piece. But, let me get some of this stuff off here real quick. Alright, so steaks. Kind of lay out there. These ones I'll have to probably cook a little bit differently, but hey, oh well. Now we're starting to get to the thicker stuff here. Okay, thank you.
I went on
Here.
ahead and told John to get pants on.
Okay.
Told him not to say anything to Becky about it.
Okay. So I'll probably end up cutting these ones down in half and making them into a little bit smaller steaks. I don't know, and probably end up leaving them as is and going about it that way.
Sorry, am I making too much noise?
No, I just wondering what you were doing.
Drinking a warm soup.
But yeah, this has been really outperforming what I was expecting it to do. All right, so as you can see, it goes through pretty good, rather well. Probably be the last of this for this knife, and I'll do an overall here pretty quick. So. All right, so this old timer set, this thing. The gut hook itself, it was touch and go. I mean, it was actually it was good, but then again, it kind of wasn't good. I don't know how to explain that real well, but you guys saw how it was kind of troublesome, but this has actually been the better gut hook I've had and have used for a while. And I think this performed rather well for what it is. I never did use the saw back on this, just because I didn't really find a use for it. And the knife, if I'm going to be honest with you, between my wife and I, this thing, between her and I, we had to use this quite a bit in the processing of this deer. And just the ergonomics of it and everything is awesome. I mean, it's really comfortable. Even for this gut hook, it's pretty good. The ergonomics of it is a little bit shorter, I think. Maybe. Or is it just... No, it is, in fact, a little bit shorter. But ergonomics on the handle is really nice. It was comfortable the entire time. And it has stayed sharp for a good portion of the time that we've been using it. I've only hit it on the steel, I think, twice in the entire process. And this probably cut up at the very least 50%, actual 50% of this deer, between other knives, because I've been trying to figure out exactly what I want to use for processing for what I have. But this thing was impressive. I was really surprised on how well it was going to work out. Because overall, this thing did pretty. I mean, overall, the entire process, it surpassed everything that I thought it would do on being comfortable and how well it would perform. So that's my thoughts on that. You guys can judge it as you want with what I showed you guys, and go from there. And I'm going to go ahead and jump on to the video verse. So video verse, we're going on in Hebrews, and it is chapter 3, verses 12 through 19. And it says, "Watch out, brothers and sisters, so that there won't be in any of you an evil, unbelieving heart that turns away from the living God. But encourage each other daily while it is still called today, so that none of you is hardened by sin's deception. For we have become participants in Christ if we hold firmly until the end the reality that we had at the start. As it is said, today, if we hear his voice, do not harden your hearts, as in the rebellion. For who heard and rebelled? Wasn't it all who came out of Egypt under Moses? With whom was God angry for 40 years? Wasn't it with those who sinned, whose bodies fell in the wilderness? And to whom did he swear that they would not enter his rest, if not to those who disobeyed? So we see that they were unable to enter because of unbelief." And that is Hebrews chapter 3, verses 12 through 19. And I'll see you guys in the next one.